Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Minecraft with a Y server. I'm Atyrum, and today I'm at spawn. Again, like usual, that's where I tend to be most of the time nowadays. Don't do a whole lot of work over at my floating sky platform base anymore. Nowadays, mostly just been working on the gas station and MyneMart. Speaking of which, both of those are almost ready to be operational. And by almost ready, I mean they're ready. So yeah, we've actually got a few people on, excluding Shadows, who is kind of on and off quite a bit. I'm guessing he's having some kind of internet issue or something like that. But anyways, so over here at the gas station, you may notice, or you may not notice, that there is a sign over here. There were signs over here before, but now it says 1 emerald for 1 pump, please pay inside. Something that I put in here, I don't think I ever showed off, was I put down dispensers underneath the gas pumps, and I didn't tell anybody I did this. And in those dispensers, they're facing up, right up here, and in those dispensers are speed potions, like splash speed potions. That's almost a tongue twister. Anyways, so all you have to do is pull this handle down, and you get speed, like this. Boom. Super fast. I thought that was really cool. I figured out, because I was thinking, okay, so I wonder if a splash potion, if it hits the ground, like, will it actually like splash out? And it does, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, you can now get speed potions from the gas pumps over here. And I decided I want to charge money for it. I don't want to make it like free, because then everybody's just gonna come out here and get their free potions, and it's, I don't know. I mean, I'm not charging much, just 1 emerald, and speaking of emeralds, in here, I'm actually started selling all this stuff. I put this stuff up here quite a while ago, other than the emerald blocks, and I never really got around to doing anything with it. I renamed like tons of stacks of steak into steak sandwiches, because I feel like that's something you sell at a gas station. Also got leads here, because I feel like, I don't know, I mean, it's a gas station, and we don't really have cars that we drive around here, so that's like a horse supply. And I'm also selling my extra potions. I mean, you consider that like the refrigerator they have at the gas station. It has all the drinks and the beer and that kind of stuff in it. That's kind of what I consider that. And then I'm selling blocks of emeralds here, mostly because I'm using emeralds as my system of currency within the gas station, and I wanted to have a way for people to exchange for emeralds. So 1 block of emerald is 1 diamond or 1 iron block, and by 1 diamond I do mean a single diamond and not a diamond block. So I figure that's fair. That's not too bad. For 1 diamond, you can get 9 things. I think that's not too bad. So I'm gonna head down here real quick, just to show off my little system, which isn't really much of a system. It's really just dispensers right here. That's the one that I took a potion out of, so I'm gonna replenish that real quick. I brewed up a decent amount of these. I just wanted to make sure my dispensers are full, so that I'm ready, you know. And someone actually did play around with these before I set up the sale system, so I did have to like brew a couple more and get that all figured out, but that's okay. I mean, I didn't label it. I'm assuming somebody just came by and was like, ooh, let's pull the levers, and then they, I don't know. So anyways, I do have I tried to set up a auto brewing system, but I'm not that good with like redstone and mechanics and that kind of stuff. So really all I do is it automatically makes the awkward potions, and then from there I just put the ingredients in to make the next potion level, whatever I need to make, and I have some ingredients here and whatnot. Yeah, so really all this does is it just pulls the, if I have any, the nether wart from this chest and this chest into the top of the brewing stand, and then it pulls the water bottles from in there. Nothing super fancy. So anyways, moving on, you may be wondering why I dug out this huge area right here. This is only because I needed clay. This wasn't because I'm planning to build something down here. I just needed clay. As you can see, I have my haste beacon. It reaches over here, so I was just digging out a whole bunch of clay because I needed it for something. And everybody's leaving, so that's kind of disappointing, because for once we had a lot of people online. So anyways, heading back up. By the way, I mentioned horses, and then I mentioned there's not any cars on the server, but they're actually, oh, come on, automatic doors. There actually are quite a few like vehicles that people build around the server. Like there's the adventure truck or whatever that's over there, and then this Fargo's got a pumpkin truck bus type thing. There's a couple vehicles over here by the studio. I'm thinking that I might want to build a couple cars or something in here just to give it a bit of spice, a bit of decoration over here. I think that might be cool, but I never built a car in Minecraft before, so I don't know how that turned out. I'm just gonna have to see how that goes. Probably borrow an example from somebody else because yeah. So anyways, heading over to MyneMart, you may be able to see if there is some stuff going on inside. Last time I left off, what was I doing last time? I think last time I was over here, I don't know if I had even finished like the entire building. I think the last video I did on MyneMart, I'd only done the front and the walls. So I actually finished the back wall, I finished the ceiling, and I finished the inside. So quite a bit of work has been done since then. These right here are cash registers. I did a lot of back and forth thing around. Is that a word? Back and forthing about how to set one of these up. So basically, if you can't tell what it is, it's kind of hard when you have blocks this big and you're trying to build something like this. This is going to be your belt. You come up here and you throw your items on the belt, and you know it's like a conveyor belt, and it brings them over to the cashier. The cashier will be standing here. This is supposed to be like a computer or something, you know, the register that they work on, and there's like a little pin pad right here, and this is where like you swipe your credit card. I was trying to figure out how to make something that looks kind of like that, and I figured I need a kind of a block that's like kind of like sticks out, and I don't know. So yeah, and there's that. So cashier comes over here, they scan your items somewhere, I don't know, in the computer over here. And then I stuck this over here because I wanted to have like bags, but I wasn't sure how to make the bags. So I kind of figured I'll make it so like, you know, it kind of seems like they scan the item and they kind of throw them over there on the pad. I don't know. I think that kind of makes sense. So yeah, and then I have these lights over here. These lights are basically like, you know, if you go to like a grocery store like Meijer, a lot of people don't have Meijer. That's Meijer. I mean Walmart. They'll have lights to tell you if the lane's on or not, if there's somebody like in it. So I put a lever on the side of the light so you can turn it on and off. I use sea lanterns in the lights up here because I want to look more like fluorescent kind of lights rather than like the glowstone kind of lights, and I think they fit a bit better with the quartz and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think that's all I have to show on the registers. Over here we have a customer service desk. There's no representative here. I might put like a villager here, but then I'd have to figure out how to keep them from jumping over the counter and escaping. So I might have to like drop this down a block or something like that. So yeah, I do have a book over here, and this book is for putting down customer complaints, comments, questions, anything like that. So if anybody has a complaint, they can just go type in here, blah 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 blah, and that's all well and good, and make sure not to sign it, because if you sign it, then I can't use it anymore and I have to make a new one, and that's kind of annoying. So yeah, that's the customer service desk. On the other side, there's another desk. This is the desk for buying shelves. If you're looking to be a vendor at MyneMart and you want to sell product here, you come here. I have an instruction booklet, which is 8 pages long. I'm not going to be reading that all on camera. If you want to read that, you'll have to come over here and read it yourself. Or if you're a viewer, you're not on the server, I don't know. I'm going to explain everything, so you don't really need to read it. You could probably pause the video, although I did kind of scroll through that pretty fast. Over here is the shelf purchase record. This is where you record your purchases of shelves. I have an example right here. Name example, shelves, number 023 and U9. These are all shelves that don't exist, so yeah, and then whoever wants to go next would go ahead and put their name on the next one, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and show off the system for selling items here. Over in the back, there's a door. This is an employees only door, and by employees only, I mean vendors and whoever is selling here, whatever you call those people. So actually, you know what? Let's go grab some items so I can showcase how exactly this works, because that's probably what I should do. Rather than telling you what everything is, I should show you what everything is. So let's pretend I'm selling redstone, and I want to get, what do I want for redstone? Let's get some stone slabs. And then let's also grab something else. I don't really need these, but I'm going to grab these. I mean, I don't really need to show that part, but I'll grab those anyways. So let's show off the automated system that I totally did not, blah, 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 blah. I did not come up with this. I borrowed this from somewhere else. So don't give me credit for this or anything like that. So yeah, here we go. This is our system. I have each of these numbered on this side. They're not numbered on the other side because I felt like that kind of cluttered things up over here. Just having too much over here. Of course, these shelves are numbered, but that's different. We'll get to that in a moment. But what you do is you go ahead and the product that you want to sell, in this case, let's say we're selling redstone, so let's put redstone in here. You can put it however you want, you can pattern it out, blah, 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 however you want it. Put the redstone in there. That's the item you're selling. Actually, what you want to do is you want to make sure you leave one of those out. And then down here in the bottom hopper, that's where you go put the item that you're buying. And you want to set it up a specific way. You want to put 18 of the item that you're selling in the first slot, and then fill up the rest with a single of the item that you're selling, or that you're buying. That's what I mean. Okay, and then here's what happens. Now that that's all set up, you will be able to go around the other side, and what you want to do is the item that you're buying is right here. The item that you're selling is right here. So say I want some redstone. It's obviously not in the chest because I have to put some stone slabs in the hopper. So I'll put a couple of stone slabs. You see the light flashing to acknowledge that you got the items. You go in here and I put 8 stone slabs in. I got 8 redstone. Isn't that fancy? Yeah, like I said, I did not come up with this. I stole this from somewhere on the internet. I don't even remember where, because this is something that I did on another server. And of course the stone slabs end up in here, which is all fine and dandy. I'm going to pull these out so other people can end up using this at some point. Let's pull that redstone out as well. So yeah, that's how that works. Of course, your payment is down here, so come and collect that whenever you need to. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, really, you just need to make sure that you have the 18 items and then the 1 in each of these slots in the bottom hopper, and make sure you stock your top hopper. If we really need to, I could always add a chest up here and like move the numbers up. I think that might actually be something I do. That way there's more space to store items that you don't have to restock as often. I think that could be smart. But anyways, I think I got this idea from a server I used to play on before I started making YouTube videos, where we had a system kind of like this. Actually, no, that wasn't before I started making YouTube videos. That was when I took a break from YouTube videos, before I ever joined an SMP server, like a YouTube SMP server. Anyways, so we had a mall that was kind of set up, kind of similar to this, wherein you would have like the top chest and you would put the item in the hopper, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I think that's pretty neat. I think it works pretty well. So that's that. But of course, since the bottom hopper, you have to fill it with 18 items, which means you have to stack the items. And for items that aren't stackable, I have these unstackable item shelves, which are labeled a bit differently, and basically these are just not automated. What you do is you just put the item that you're selling up here, because fire potions don't stack. I can't use the automated hoppers or the automated system, so I'll put the item I want to stock here, put the one that I'm selling, make sure you put it in the thing, and let's say I want stone slabs for that, so I'll put the stone slabs in here, and that's the item that you're buying. Actually, no, wait. What am I doing? You don't put the item you're buying in here because you're trying to buy them. So you just put it in there. That way they know what you're buying. And in addition, if you're trying to sell like multiples, like say I wanted 5 stone slabs for 1 fire resistance potion, what I'd do is I'd go ahead and take this stone slab and I'd rename it in an anvil and give it the price. So say 5 for 1 or something like that. 5 stone slabs for 1 potion. Just name it in an anvil, and that way people can come right up here and see what the price is. I figure that will work pretty well. So yeah, that's about all I have to show here. Of course, MyneMart is now open for anyone to come and set up shop. You don't have to contact me or anything. All you have to do is put your payment in here and set it all up. If you do need help, I mean, you can get in contact with me. I can actually help you in person. But I kind of figured me making a video about it, and I have 8 pages of instructions in here. So I mean, if you still can't figure it out for some reason, I mean, definitely like message me on Skype or something and say, hey, let's collab on this. But I was thinking like maybe we should do collabs to set up all the shelves here. But then I realized that it's not that difficult, and honestly, it'd just be a pain to try and schedule all that out, because I'm sure a lot of people probably want to sell here, and there's a lot of shelves, so it'd probably take a while to get that scheduled out. And I figured to make it instantaneous. If you want to put your diamond in the chest over here, and just pick out your shelves, and make sure you don't sign the book. Make sure you write down your name in the book and hit done. Don't hit sign, please. Thank you. And get right to work and get right to selling. So yeah, that's about all I have for today, I think. I'm not really gonna run around spawn too much, because I'll save that for another video. I think I've gone on long enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. And hopefully by then, some people will have jumped into MyneMart and started selling some stuff, and we'll have some activity going on over here. So, without further ado, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.